Hello, challengers. It is 7 o'clock. Closing my door because my kids are playing video games and they're being a little bit obnoxious, a little bit loud. So, wanted to come on. I'm going to try to be brief. I'll hang out for a little bit if anybody has any questions. Awesome job. Just a recap, week 3. Hi, Sandy. You guys killed it. What's up, Trace? You guys killed it. Love seeing all the pictures. Most of you guys, what's up, Venkat? We're outside doing it in the snow, and we had plenty of opportunity to get out there. The whole point was just to kind of put it out there that we're doing something, and so other people could see you guys being fit and maybe ask questions, so you could tell them what you're doing and, share with them how your life is changing because of these simple tweaks and adjustments and these habits. So share the word. Be what do you call it? I can't think of the word. What do you call it? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, I'm thinking of the people that talk about the Jesus, not a missionary. Anyways, I'm literally drawing a blank here. But when you go out and tell the world, you tell the world about your fitness. If you know what I'm talking about, type it in the box. Why can't I think of the word? When you're, what's up, Scotty Too Hottie? So, get a couple more people on. What do you call it, Scott, when somebody's spreading the word? God, why? That's going to bother me. We used to make fun of people about talking about CrossFit because people would talk about CrossFit. Vegans do the same thing. I want to tell everybody about their cool thing. Evangelist. Yes, that's the word. Evangelize about your fitness. That's what it is. All right. Disciples. Close. I was thinking of evangelism when you're going out and just telling everybody. All right. You guys like my sweatshirt? My brother-in-law got this for me. I'm trying to fill this thing out. Broke off the red-nosed Gaines deer. I put it away, but since we got 20 feet of snow, I got it back out. I'm just using it to shovel in. All right. So, week 3 complete. I wanted to talk about a couple different things. Number 1, the point. We did a quiet time. We did a meditation. I did say, and I talked to Carl. I'm like, hey, you could use reading if you're not a big meditation person. That quiet time, the gratitude, the prayer, that one was the original point. If you use the reading for that, then try to get out of your comfort zone and do some kind of meditation or something this week. But this week, the point is reading for 10 pages of a real book, or I think Ari put 20 minutes or 10 pages of a real actual book. It doesn't count if it's on Audible. It doesn't count if it's on your phone. It's like you need to read pages of a book. Something about having a real book, turning off the blue light and just kind of using it as your wind down routine or your morning routine. You can use it either place. There's no right or wrong way, but what the goal is for this one is to take in something that can positively impact your mindset, your outlook, your perspective. And as you take in something that will kind of be able to incorporate that into your life, and then, it takes a small bit every day to make a big change. So we're just talking about learning and continuing your education and becoming a better person. And so successful people are continuing to grow and learn no matter how old they are. Learning never stops. You're a lifetime student. The game doesn't end. You're not going to get to the finish line until you're dead. So I feel like one of the core foundations of this Champions Club and these habits that we're introducing you to is learning, and it can get lost in the shuffle when we get super busy. And so making it into something that is so short and so simple that you can't not do it, then it makes it Kristen. Yes, student mentality, lifelong learner. It's just something that then you have no excuse not to do, and then these little singles will add up, and you will make this part of your habit, and it will be something where you're consuming and growing, and as you do this for weeks and months and years, you'll have changed who you are, because every time you're taking in some new ideas, new knowledge, what someone else has figured out, and different perspectives, it's going to enhance the way that you look at things, keep you open-minded. So I'm a huge proponent of this. In my own life and experience, things are way better when I do it than when I don't. And it helps to slow you down, and it helps to build the margin in there for a life, you know what I mean, of where you're present in life. The other thing, this will just be the bonus part of it, is if you can take something like a nugget from your reading and learning and write that down and share it with somebody, whether you just do that on a little blurb on Facebook, whether you share it with your spouse or your kid. When I was in the Warrior program, their philosophy is learn, live, lead. So it's like you're learning something, and then as you incorporate that into your life, to really solidify it in, you got to pass it on to that next person. You got to teach it to somebody, and that ensures that you didn't just read it on the paper, but you actually soaked it in, you applied it to your life, and then you're actually utilizing it. So I really like that. It's stuck with me for all these years. So you guys see me putting crap up there all the time. So learn, live, lead, and just kind of like if you get something good, don't hold that selfishly in. Share that. I think that we all have a unique perspective. That's one of the cool things. Sometimes you feel like you're going to say something that's really common or that someone's already said, and you feel stupid or embarrassed, but I will assure you that you're a one of one. You're the only person with your unique perspective, and that even if like all 20 of us that are on here right now read the same book, like the way that it's going to speak to us and our perspective on it, and then if we share what we got from it, it's going to be a little bit different, or maybe the words we use, the language is going to be a little bit different. So I just encourage you guys to own where you're at and share that. It can be really helpful to somebody else, as well as help to sink it in and solidify it for you. Okay, so that's the point. Again, I said I try to be brief, so that's really it. That's the bonus point for the week. If anybody has any questions about food stuff, type it in the box. I wanted to go over any food or training questions. I saw some stuff in the group about refeed days. I'm happy to talk about stuff like that. If you guys are feeling any kind of way, it's now, I said, week 3. So like if this is new to you, if you've been like on an initial calorie number and you've been really strict on it, it might be time to change or adjust that. We can talk about that. It's a little bit more specific and individualized, but yeah, I'm here. So that's it. The other 2 things that I put in the notes was adversity. There was a cool stoic shirt that was talking about how basically nothing good comes when you're like complacent. So for those of you guys going through adversity, like utilize that and understand that that's where your greatness comes from. This challenges like this, it's easy to get derailed. We got 6 out of 7 days we're shooting for, and it's easy to get derailed if you miss a day or 2. But we reiterated it last week, and I'll say it again. Even if you get 3 days, even if you get 4 days, even if you end up with 0 points, you doing a habit half the time that you weren't doing it all before is still a huge, huge win. So please don't lose sight of that. Don't get hung up and judge yourself if you're not helping your team get those points. We do the team format because we want that extra pressure. We want you to be on it to help your team out. But like at the end of the day, this is for you to grow. We want these habits to be kept for way longer than 6 weeks. So even if it takes you, 6 months to start to get these things into your life, like just keep working at them. All these things I strongly feel are essentials. Like I will do them till I die. That's why I'm putting them in this challenge for you guys. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about, I don't see any questions or anything, so I'm going to get off here in a minute. But the last thing I wanted to talk about, I thought was really cool. I got this from and I've heard it before, again, trying to practice what I preach. I've heard this before. One of my friends has taught it to me, be, do, have. I've heard one of my coaches just utilized it and said the same thing, and then he was talking about it in the Atomic Habits book. When you're changing habits it kind of goes on like multiple levels. And when we do the actions and the thing that we're changing is kind of like the last level. And so if we back it all the way up, and it's like, if you say, I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm doing this exercise challenge, and you don't really own the fact that who you are as a person, and you think of yourself as kind of who do you want to be when you come out of this challenge, who do you want to be as a person, then it might not last, right? Because even if you get weight loss success, it's like you're not viewing yourself as a healthy person. You're just thinking, oh, I'm still the same person. I'm just doing this diet and I lost the weight. And it's like you're not really associating yourself as a different person. You're thinking these actions you're doing right now, I guess they're not congruent with how you see yourself. So when we talk about be, do, have, it's like you will need to be the person that does those things automatically. So in the space of eating healthy and being fit, you're the type of person that goes to bed early. You're the type of person that works out every day. You're the type of person that eats healthy. And that way, as you're thinking about who you are and at your core level, you start to change your identity, and you can start to ask yourself, like, okay, if I'm this person, what would that person do when faced with the decision? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I should eat this. Should I eat this cake or not? What would, if this was Craig, you know what I mean? Craig, the dominator that is at his peak, would he eat that cake? I don't know if it's making any sense, but if anybody's ever heard of that, be, do, have, it's like you have to envision yourself as the person you are becoming, and that makes the actions that you should take a little bit more clear. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's all I got. Read a book, easy day. No bonus point right now for this one. So if anybody needs any book recommendations, you can drop them in the comments if anybody's got some good ones. Be, do, have. Chris knows what's up. Yeah. That's all I got, kids. I'm going to go wind down for tonight and get ready for the week. Food is prepped. Hopefully you guys have been locking in, getting everything locked in. If you need anything, reach out to your team leaders. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.